Yes, Ray, our seat belts are securely fastened here in the commentary box, and this match started out the best of 25. It's now the best of 5. How do you pick a winner? The way both players are playing. It's amazing sometimes the break-off shot puts a red either side of the black. Ronnie's removing one of them.
Well, you can't see Neil leaving anything here, just straight forward off the side cushion into the cluster of reds. Now if Ronnie plays a safety shot, he's got to be careful he doesn't leave this red that's on the right hand side of the table. That's the danger ball that needs covering if he goes to the balk end.
Well, that was a tricky one he tried, because he almost caught the blue. He had to be so precise with that. He's left that red you mentioned, John. Okay, the black's tied up. If he takes this red on, he's somehow got to get himself onto the pink or blue. It's very, very risky, but we know what he's like, this young Australian. Half a chance and he'll have a go at it. Well, coming around this end of the table tells you that he might prefer to play the safety on this occasion.
Well, that's all guy's view, and you're normally expecting to play the potty and stun round the back of the black, as you say. He could play for pink or blue, but he did play the containing safety shot, and I think that tells you we get into the business end of this match. He knows he can't afford to make any mistakes, as does Ronnie.
Well, he wants to take this one on to the left middle pocket. Could leave himself on the pink. That was tough.
Yes, what makes those shots a little bit more difficult, because you're not playing a full shot, so to speak. You're playing a little soft stun to stay on the pink. Anyway, he's not left anything easy. In fact, nothing that could tempt Neil. But he's played a good safety shot there. He's snookered Ronnie on all reds. Would be surprised if Ronnie left anything, though, playing the escape.
Yeah, if he just nestles into the pack. He's going off 2 cushions, but he still would be okay. 2 cushions to get to the reds, just. Less risk playing it that way.
giving this plenty of thought. Can't just leave it near the middle of the top cushion, because Ronnie would just play the red near the black and play the snooker. Well, I think he needed to be a little bit further over than that. But then Ronnie's got an easy path back to the balk end.
Yeah, that's the possible path he's got. He'll be trying to get the white over near that line to block the safety shot. An anxious look from Ronnie, and I think he has blocked the path off.
Yeah, if anything, I think he played that a little bit harder. He definitely tried to get the snooker behind the yellow. He has done. But as in the case of Ronnie when he was snookered, with this pack so tight, you'd be surprised if either player was to leave a chance in the escape. Well, there is a touching ball. Referee Arian Williams. So Ronnie can just play away. He's deemed to have hit the red. He's just got to be careful with that path back to the balk end. Can't reach it left-handed. Asking for the spider. It's not that difficult, as long as he can find the right cushion.
Yeah, I mean, if he plays somewhere near that line and gets up past the green and brown, he'd be okay. My first line's probably slightly out, but that's the sort of position he'd be looking at, taking the cue ball.
The most important thing in these situations is don't catch your balk colour full in the face. He's avoided that. Well, he's caught the brown. I thought he'd just slipped by it, but he caught the brown. Okay, he may not have left the pot on, but you leave your opponent with his hand on the table. You expect him to play a good safety.
Well, this is terrific to watch also. We're seeing some very good tactical play here from both these players, who both had clearances more or less. 140 from Neil Robertson, 129 from Ronnie, who didn't bother getting on the black, otherwise it would have been a total clearance. So it all adds to the tension. A little safety battle. Needs to catch this just right. Ooh, missed it completely. Hit the pink.
You're up to 6.
Well, I think the referee will be hoping that the misses are not accepted.
And that's why Neil Robertson had a big smile on his face. No smile from Arian. He's hoping that Neil takes this red on, because if he does ask to have it put back, it would be very difficult. That was a very thin snick he was looking for there.
Well, both players carry the risk, but the miss isn't being taken, so pop this red, not where the colour comes from. It's going off.
Very very unlucky. He played to cannon the red, this to the right of the pink. Now just watch the white. If it touches that red, he would have finished on the pink. This is still not an easy chance. He's playing the same type of shot as Ronnie, is he? Oh, screwing back, but
got to catch this red just right. Played it pretty well, but the red went over the corner. But Neil is going to be slightly hampered by the brown. If he wasn't, you'd think this red was a certainty, but not so now, particularly if he can't get into the middle of the cue ball. Last thing you want to be doing is playing a shot like this with a bit of side. Well, he's got to be careful. He didn't foul the brown here. Oh, that was a tremendous shot. What a shot that was. That was good straight cueing, if ever I've seen it.
yeah, to hit it that hard and not catch the brown, it's quite amazing. Bit unlucky to finish on the side cushion.
Oh, he's looking at the blue here. That would be risky. He's back looking at it. Well, what a big shot this is to take on.
Yes, certainly at this stage of the match, I think he's quickly changed his mind, and quite rightly too.
Robertson 1.
This frame coming up to 14 minutes, believe it or not, and only 2 reds potted. Some great tactical play. Might take the chance this time to free the black, because he can play the snooker, get that red away from the black, and that will open the game up quite a bit. Oh, that was a bit heavy-handed. He's put himself in trouble, because Ronnie even might be able to take the pot on, but if not, so easy to get up behind yellow, green and brown.
Yes, he looked in charge, Neil, of that tactical battle, but he's lost the initiative now. I think that summed it up, Dennis. Heavy-handed.
Doesn't like the pot. That's what he can do with the white. Not quite.
Yes, once again, Ronnie not content with trying to get the cue ball tight to the baulk cushion, trying to get the snooker, which he knows is the thing that could force a mistake from his opponent. But now he's not got the snooker, a chance for Neil Robertson to get the cue ball back to that target of yellow, green and brown.
And now that the black is in the open, it was all important to get a good white there, because previously both players have had a chance of long reds, but there was no value because the black was tied up. It's not the case now. Now this, if he's got the angle. Oh, he just came across it a little bit. That was a decent chance, and he's left one to the middle and maybe one up into the corner. I think the nearer we get to the winning post, you can expect the players to get a little edgy.
One.
Funny, you see, we saw Ronnie miss that long pot, but for the great standard we're seeing here, they are very low percentages on long potting. 54% for Ronnie, only 56% for Neil Robertson.
Three.
Yeah, when they get in, the pot success rate is pretty good.
Four.
This is quite a decent chance
11.
here for Neil Robertson.
Twelve.
Oh, he's not on anything easy.
19.
We've had quite a bit of tactical play in this frame, but even with that, look at the shot time. 22 seconds from Neil Robertson, 19 seconds from Ronnie. Now, this is quite a thinnish one here. Not a bad kiss on the green, because he can get up to the reds off the brown. So that was a very good cannon that he had there on the green. Otherwise, I don't think he would have been on a colour to get up to the reds. Let's have a look. If it misses the green, it's running over into the corner. Now this is a sort of situation where he's going to leave himself a choice of reds. Watch where he puts the white. Now he's on the red into the right corner. If he comes a little bit further, he's got another couple of reds. So you're just
24.
playing into an area.
$25. 32.
I'm not quite certain he played the kiss on that red, but he's on the yellow, and he's brought another red into play which he could play on, so it's not bad. Just needs to get the speed of this positional shot correctly. Well, that's inch perfect. Got a red in the right middle, one
55.
in the right corner. 40, well, with Ronnie having the fourth, 38-point lead. So there's enough reds in the middle of the table to clinch the frame comfortably at this visit. But nothing's
36.
quite comfortable at this stage of a match. The pressure will start to increase shot by shot.
We had a tactical battle for about 14 minutes at the start of this frame.
43.
It just shows you this young Australian has the temperament. He certainly has the confidence. Probably the finest player ever to come out of Australia, Neil Robertson. Eddie Charlton held that mantle for many, many
51.
years, travelling over to the UK, but this is a totally different player altogether. This fella is something special.
.54, so he's playing for the pink.
52.
And that will be enough to leave Ronnie needing a snooker. There was a long safety exchange, as you say, and Ronnie, it appeared, had won it. He had the first chance, mid-distance red, missed it, and he sat down ever since.
Robertson, 52.
Well, the crowd getting excited. Maybe Neil just getting a little bit excited there. He knew that was frame ball.
Well, could that be the frame that turns this match? And that's a superb shot by Ronnie, bringing the red into play. What a chance he's got now. The only awkward ball, and there's plenty of awkward shots
8.
to play, you think could be the blue. A chance he could never have expected.
9.
Well, he had to use
16.
the rest, but it still was a pretty straightforward shot. He just ran slightly out of position there. What a turning point this could be.
17.
Quick glance at the scoreboard. Ronnie doesn't need the black off the last red. There you see it, 31
24.
behind, 35 remaining. Off this red, brown or above. Decided to
25.
play for the awkward blue, and he's going to play it left-handed. Amazing.
That's terrific. Well, the tension here in the crucible
30.
is amazing.
32.
What a cheer will go up if he clears these.
This is a big, big frame. Neil Robertson 1 pot away.
35.
I always believe the key now, if he can pot the brown, get perfect position on the blue. Now, how's he on the blue?
39.
He's run too far. I always think that that is the key shot, and he's just overrun it.
And somehow he's got to get round the table and somewhere near that circle to leave himself a chance to pot pink and black. Now, how's he going to get there? Because he's had a look to see if the pink will pass the black. It's slightly easier to get the other side of the table. I've got a couple of circles up now. Can he get near the one to the right?
44.
He's not on it. He'll be disappointed. He just needed that good positional shot from brown to blue, and he didn't get it.
He made sure he got a good pink there.
Sullivan, 44.
No attempt at getting the snooker behind the black. The most important part of that shot was to get the pink safe. The pink's close.
Not easy this. To stay on the black, you've got to fully commit and float it in. You can't be playing this hard, you've got to float it. There's noise coming from the other table. He's trying to concentrate. He's got to really commit to this pink.
What a frame.
Neil Robertson had a break of 52. The frame looked his. He missed the pink.
And Ronnie O'Sullivan got right back into it with a break of 44 and then pots the pink and black. Ronnie O'Sullivan's now leading by 1 frame. It's 11-10.
Quiet, please. Again, the 22nd frame, Neil Robertson to break.
Well, once again, the long pot in.
One.
I have a feeling this black may go to the right
6.
corner.
Seven.
Well, whatever you do, don't miss the blue.
One.
He'd like to be on the red, just above the black. I think
5.
he's just about on it. He'd like to be on an angle where he could maybe disturb the red to the right of the black, but he'll settle for it. I think the blue's available into the right corner.
6.
Just let the cue ball run away a little bit further than he would like, but I think he can reach it okay. Can he get through to this red, to the right of the
11.
black? Looks as though he can. Couldn't play for
12.
the black because it's not available into the opposite corner, but he's done well to get that far up the table for the blue.
This is brilliant. That is so unlucky. He throws the chalk up.
17.
That was very unlucky. He really went for it there, taking the blue and trying to get this red that would clear the path for the black. But how unlucky was this with the white? Very unfortunate. Still a possible pot up into the corner. He won't leave a great deal, but he was very unfortunate there. Not only has he missed it, it's gone across, and there's a path between green and brown. So that little cannon on the black just spoiled everything for Ronnie there. And a chance for Neil Robertson.
1.
I'll be disappointed with that positional shot. He's looking at this red, and I assume if he's looking at... You see, there's a red at the bottom of the cluster that will go into the right corner, but that doesn't offer him position on any colour. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility. He takes this red on down the cushion. Tough shot that it is.
Neil Robertson, 5.
Let's rattle the jaws. It's come back down. Neil's having a look. Ronnie's having a closer look. Does this red go to the right corner? It does. Just got to be a little bit careful with that left middle pocket. For the black. Ooh, he'd have been on it. But for the red bouncing off the top cushion and leaving him awkward, he can't play it now. That's twice he's been a little unfortunate. As you see, that red just bounced the other side of the cue ball.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Didn't play that great. That cue ball should have been tight on the baulk cushion. He's not as if he's trying to put baulk colours safe. There's only 6 points in it. Thinking about the long pot, but as we've seen from the stats for both players, the long potting hasn't been their great strength in this match. So he's decided to play safe. Now where's the cue ball going? It's okay, it's not in the pocket. It's not right on the baulk cushion, but it's, well, it's not bad. There's a red in the middle of the table in between the pink and black spot that will pot into the left corner pocket. And in it goes. Oh, that's unlucky. That is very, very unlucky. Anything but that. Hit the jaw of the pocket. To go in from that angle, that was so unlucky.
Yeah, to shoot the white into the pocket from that angle is difficult. Never mind off another ball. But he's missing those long ones, and that will frustrate Ronnie just a little bit.
Yeah, that's a very important department of all top professionals' game, because if you're not knocking those in regularly, you're relying on your opponent missing when he's in. That was a chance there for Ronnie.
Now that shot tells a story also. Neil Robertson, who's a terrific long potter and a good cueist, didn't deliver the cue in a straight line.
In fact, he's cued it too well, and that's why he's hampered for the blue. A lot of noise coming from the next table, so Ronnie will just pause for a moment. The match is finished on the other table. There's going to be a lot of noise, a lot of people waiting for that screen to be lifted up. So this match, quite rightly, can take centre stage. And Ronnie now is going to wait. Well, we've got the quiet which he needs, so he'll be happy with that. Neil Robertson, well, he wouldn't want to lose this frame and go 2 behind with 3 to play. Oh, he's kissed the yellow. Well, he's still got this red to the right corner if he knocks it in. You would think it could be a frame winner.
Six. He had a couple of bits of bad luck when cannoning into balls. That time he had a little bit of good fortune when he cannoned the yellow. Yeah, because when he cannoned the yellow, he didn't intend to go on to the yellow, but if he hits the cushion first, the white stops there. But this time, a fortuitous kiss, but he's had a couple of pieces of bad luck.
13.
Neil maybe just lost a little bit of composure in this frame, but it's quite understandable after missing the pink in the previous frame. It's hard to forget that type of shot.
Yes, and there's every snooker player's plight. When you make a mistake, you just have to sit there and watch. Nothing you can do. 35 points to lead. So he still needs
25.
Red colour and 1 more red.
$26.
1 more red required after this pink.
Had the angle to move it.
32.
He kissed the red twice, and that left it absolutely a sitter for Ronnie.
There you see it, 48 ahead, 35 remaining. And Ronnie playing the safety come snooker, and he's got the snooker tight behind the black, so Neil Robertson stays in his seat. Ronnie O'Sullivan now within 1 frame of a place in the quarter-final. He leads 12 frames to 10. Well, Dennis, I think that 21st frame, we always see it in matches, there's 1 frame that can turn a match, and I think that frame was pivotal.
Yeah, we go back to that pink, don't we? He missed it with the rest, but had he have played the white a little bit harder, he wouldn't have needed the rest. But that's all history, but it certainly has affected the Australian, and it was a terrific clearance that Ronnie put in. We're back showing you if the white goes a little bit to the left, he doesn't need the rest. But hasn't Ronnie produced the goods when it's needed? And he's only 1 away from a place in the quarter-final.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that pink. You know, he was on a red where he could have gone up for the brown, but he thought, no, I only need the red and the pink. But there were other reds in the Open, but I don't blame him for playing for the pink. But with him being left-handed, I mean, he could have screwed another foot across the table. And left-handed, it'd have been an easy pink. And at this level, you know, you can miss a ball, a frame ball like that, and never get another chance, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, Ronnie didn't clear the table with one visit, but Neil Robertson never had a chance to put his wrong right. And Ronnie, he won't be taking anything for granted, because we know this young Australian can produce pots and breaks from nowhere. But he's got a two-frame cushion now, and he's going to be hard to beat. Well, Ronnie sat there patiently waiting. I mean, a lot of players might go out of the arena, but now we've lifted up the screen and we've got a nice atmosphere, and Ronnie seems quite content to sit there, because Neil's been out quite a time now.
Yeah, I think he's obviously trying to compose himself, and that is a long time, 3 minutes almost, so he knows the importance of the next frame. Ronnie looks fairly relaxed there.
I was thinking the other day, you know, when Jimmy White said he came back and he really felt uncomfortable because he didn't have his cue in his hand coming back into the Crucible Theatre. And of course, great players, although we hated it when you lose and when you don't play well, but isn't it lovely to be in this magnificent arena playing your best and playing snooker? And I think Ronnie is nearly there where he accepts it and he enjoys the crowd and the adulation that goes with it and the thrill of it all.
Okay, with the 23rd frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break. Quiet now, please. That's enough.
So after waiting for 3 minutes and 50 seconds, Ronnie O'Sullivan breaks off in what he would hope would be the last frame of this match. But there's a blonde-headed Australian with different ideas. He needs to win 3 in a row. He did win 6 frames in a row earlier in the match. But once again, from the break-off shot, look at the 2 reds. It happened so many times. They were in an identical position a few frames ago. Just sometimes when the break-off, those 2 reds seem to go either side of the black. It's amazing.
Yes, and it certainly puts the player off from going for the long pot, because with the black not available, it's a risky shot with little reward. Well, I don't think Ronnie played the pot there. He played a safety. He played it in the middle, and he's looked at Neil, and Neil's laughing.
That's how well he's playing, John. He's potting balls that he's not playing to pot.
Yeah, well, he's lucky it went in one respect. He played it about a foot or maybe 6 inches to the left of that pocket. But he'll take it.
Thank you. Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
It could be an important fluke, because the normal escape route. Ronnie can't believe he potted that. The normal escape route is either side of the table to land in the bunch, but look what the reds are either side of the pink there. That's why he's having to give it a bit more thought. And if he plays to go into the back of the little triangle, there's one pottable also. There's 3 easy escapes, but whichever way he chooses, he's going to leave a red on. There is one that'll go, as I mentioned, to the right middle, but Neil was in quite a difficult situation there. The red will go in the middle, the white will go towards the blue or yellow. It's cannon the blue.
One.
Now, what about that for a shot?
Five.
That may look pretty easy, but to pot that in the middle pocket, screw back off the bottom cushion with the reverse side. Don't try that at home.
6.
Now there's a red immediately above the black, not the one that's touching it, immediately above it. I think he's got the angle on the brown to play for that red, and if you could get on it perfect, there's a chance to pot it in the right corner and also release the black with a cannon. It's all about not the line's automatic, it's all about the pace on the shot. Well, he's on it, but he's just run a fraction too far, so he can't play for the black.
10.
I assume that the red immediately to the right of the black isn't in a potable position.
11.
Now, I don't want to be too straight on this pink. Now, just enough angle to stun across for a red in the same pocket.
$17. 18.
A little bit thinnish here, but he's okay. He would have preferred to have played for one of the reds near the black, but I think he's got to play the cannon now, possibly. Now, how's your luck? That red's coming up towards the middle pocket.
24.
And the pink is available.
25.
This is turning into a bit of a chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan in this enthralling match we've had.
Yes, it's been a great match. He's had everything, really.
31.
Big breaks, great potting.
32.
Ronnie will be a little bit disappointed with that. He's not too bad, but he should have been a little bit straighter on this pink. But it has been a terrific match. I just felt, and I don't know whether you felt the same, Dennis, that just this evening, Neil, you came out of the line a bit heavy-handed, and I don't know whether it was because he was feeling a little bit of tension, but sometimes when he's got in, he just doesn't seem to have had good control of the cue ball.
Yeah, there was just one shot when I said heavy-handed. He was just playing a little snooker in behind the black, and it was just a bit of tension. He just overhit it slightly. And there's who awaits the winner. John Higgins, who has played probably the best snooker so far this year in the World Championship.
45.
Having said that, these two fellas have played superbly as well.
Well, Ronnie looks to have made a bit of a mistake there if he's not on this red. It's tight. That's a bit careless. He's looked at the possibility of planting to the left centre, but that's dangerous, surely. You'd have to be certain about it. And he was. And he's on the pink.
46.
No, I didn't mean heavy-handed as heavy-handed in every shot he played. What I was meaning, that sometimes when Neil's
52.
got in this evening, and, you know, he's still on a learning curve, but his cue ball
53.
just sort of run loose a couple of times. I could think about 3 or 4 occasions where he's just overhit his positional shot. Now, for whatever reason that was, that and the missed
59.
pink has probably cost him this, because that's the
60.
one that Ronnie needed.
And he looks fairly relaxed and calm, but
66.
inside, even the great Ronnie O'Sullivan will be feeling very pleased with himself.
67.
It was that one shot that turned the whole match around. The pink that would have put Neil 11-10 up. But for me, both players have played superbly well, and you're going to see
73.
a lot of this Australian player over the years.
74.
He's provisionally at number 7 in the world. He'll climb even higher. But Ronnie has kept his focus, has kept his concentration,
80.
and it is a great display.
81.
Well, if he can get the cannon and release the red, we could see another century in this match. Got the cannon, but he's not good on the red, but surely a century break would be the icing on the cake.
No century, but what a win for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He led 8-3. Neil Robertson come back and won 6 in a row. But Ronnie took the last 3 frames and he goes through to the quarter-final. A superb match from both players, but it's Ronnie O'Sullivan, 13-10.